Good evening students, welcome back. I am making this video for standard 10, subject is economics, chapter number 3, and this is the first part of my video. The name of the chapter is Money and Credit. Now money, M-O-N-E-Y, money. From the name itself, you are quite excited. Money. It is a thing that we generally use, which is very important part of our life. It is used to purchase anything from the market. But what are the functions of this money? All this, there are many factors that the money gets influenced. What is the history of money? So all these things we will understand, we will learn in this chapter. Now money, if you ask me what is the definition of money is something that is used as a agreed medium of exchange. Money is something that is used as an agreed medium of exchange in an economy. Now when you people go to the market, when you purchase certain commodity, in exchange of that you give money to the shopkeeper. So this is the function of money. But earlier, this money, this particular thing, it does not came into existence. Earlier money did not exist. Then the people used to follow certain techniques to carry out trade and to purchase commodities. The technique was the barter system. This barter system. Barter system means what? Exchange of commodities used to take place in an economy, in a market. But money has no role to play. Only exchange of commodities. I repeat, exchange of commodities. That means if someone is having a basket full of fruits and the person wants a bucket of milk, then what used to happen is that the person used to exchange the basket of fruits and get a bucket of milk. So this way, at an agreed medium of exchange. So I am repeating the word agreed. So first of all, in order to carry out the exchange, the buyer as well as the seller, or the two parties who will do the exchange, must be agreed to exchange the commodities. So these were the things how the barter system used to work. Either this barter system used to carry out goods in exchange of goods, or service in exchange of service, or goods in exchange of service. In different various ways, the barter system used to take place instead of money as acting as a medium of exchange. So here was no role of money in the earlier days. But as the time progressed, as we understand one thing, that time teaches us lot of lessons. Now, as the time progressed, the people faced various problems. Various new problems used to come before the traders. In that occasion, the disadvantages of barter system was highlighted. What was the disadvantages of barter system? There are several disadvantages. Number one, double coincidence of wants. I repeat the point, double coincidence of wants. Now let us understand it in a very simple way. What is the meaning of double coincidence of wants? It means that suppose a person A, okay, a person A, he has a particular commodity. Let's take an example. The person A has a basket full of vegetables, and he needs a bucket of milk in exchange of that. Okay, or a sack full of rice in exchange of that. Now, for that he will need another person who will particularly need the bucket full of vegetables only. When this person A is going to the market with a basket full of vegetables, he is approaching to various people that, will you take my vegetable? I need a bucket of milk. So some will say, no, I don't have milk. I need a sack of rice. He will say, no, I don't have sack of rice. I have different way. I have a goat with me. Some will say, no, I have fruits with me. Some might say, I have some different commodities with me. But his requirement is a sack of rice. Okay. Now, after searching a long time, he meets person B, from whom he gets the sack of rice. So he faces the difficulty to find the person whose need will meet, where the two needs will be common. That is why this first problem, the double coincidence of want, cannot be made every time, and it is a time consuming process. Second comes the storage of value. Now, the value of certain commodities cannot be stored for a long time. There also the person who used to exchange the commodities faced certain problems. Now, suppose a person has this person A, let's take the example of person A only. He has a basket full of vegetables, and he needs, suppose, a wooden chair in exchange of that. Now he has to, number one, he has to find the person who has a wooden chair, and also he needs a basket full of vegetables. So anyhow, he might get a person C who has a wooden chair also, and he needs a basket full of vegetables also. But there he will face certain problem. When the exchange will be done, C will take the basket full of vegetables and A will take the wooden chair. Okay, exchange is done. But next, after 1 or 2 days, the problem will come. What will happen? Now a basket full of vegetables, it is a perishable item. As it is a perishable item, the vegetables will get rotten after 1 or 2 or 3 days. But the wooden chair will live for years. It may live for lifetime. It may be okay for lifetime. So the storage of value, you see, how the exchange can be. Now, because if the very next day the person A faces the problem in that wooden chair, he cannot take the vegetable back because the value of the vegetable is finished. The value of the vegetables is finished. That is why the storage of value was another problem in the factor of barter system. Third is the lack of divisibility. In many cases, it was seen that certain commodities were very difficult to get divided. For example, a goat. When a person exchanges a goat for a commodity which is smaller than that, whose value is less than that, when the value cannot be determined, so we cannot cut the goat into pieces and then we can make the exchange. This is not possible. So that is why the lack of divisibility was another factor that became a hindrance before the barter system. When all these problems were faced, the introduction of money took place. The traders decided to bring a common factor of exchange, a common element that could be accepted as a medium of exchange. Then the idea of money came in the minds of the traders. Now, what are this money? Not the coins or notes, what we see now. The money was introduced as the precious coins such as gold, such as silver. The precious metals were used as coins to buy the commodities. Now, there was gold, there were metallic coins, and later on, the paper currency came into existence. So, first of all, we start with gold. Earlier, what happens? The kings, the rulers, they used to make gold coins of their dynasties, of their kingdoms. Stamped behind the logo of their kingdom was stamped. And that coin was used as a medium of exchange. That coin was used as a medium of exchange in the market. But there also certain problems were faced. The traders were finding it very difficult to trade. Now, what were the difficulties in the earlier money? We all will discuss in the second part of my video. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and thank you.